Milk steaming, frothing, or aerating is the process of folding air into the milk to enhance its texture and sweetness. With proper technique, the barista can produce warm milk with a creamy, silky, smooth microfoam that is the defining feature of a good latte or cappuccino and the foundation of latte art. Let's take a look at our equipment and lay out a few cardinal rules before we get started. Milk steaming pitchers come in a variety of sizes and pitcher designs. Generally, the size of the pitcher relates to the size of the drink it's capable of making. Here in the cafe, we have a 20-ounce pitcher for making 12 and 16-ounce coffee drinks, and a 12-ounce pitcher for making 8-ounce drinks and smaller. The spout starting point on your pitcher is your reference point for how much milk to start with. If you start with too much milk, your pitcher will overflow while steaming. If you start with too little, you won't be able to achieve the appropriate texture of the milk. Generally, you want to keep your milk volume between 1/4 and 3/4 full, depending on the drink you're making. The spout shape is like the size or shape of an artist's brush and can help you with making different types of designs or latte art. Ultimately, what type of spout to use comes down to the barista's preference. In addition to our pitchers, we'll need a towel damp with sanitizer for wiping our steam wand and fresh cold milk. Whole milk of 4% milk fat will be the easiest to practice with. Now, a few rules before we start making drinks. 1. Start with a clean, cool pitcher. Any old milk left behind can harbor bacteria, so make sure the pitcher is clean to start. Also, a cooler pitcher makes better microfoam, so don't store your pitcher on top of the espresso machine where it will get warm. Room temperature is fine. Next, never reuse steamed milk. Not only is this a health safety hazard, but the proteins and fats in the milk have already undergone a molecular change and will not contribute positively to your finished product. Lastly, it's vitally important that you're wiping and purging your steam wand before and after you steam. Make sure you have a sanitized milk towel handy before you start. First, let's prep our milk. For a 12-ounce latte, I'm going to use the larger pitcher and fill the milk to where the spout crease begins. Use the rubber grip to pull the steam wand out to about 7 o'clock. Take your milk towel and purge the wand to get out any moisture that may be trapped inside. Now, pick up your pitcher and make sure no parts of your hands or fingers are touching the pitcher itself, just the handle, or you might get a burn while steaming. Next, bring the milk pitcher up to the steam wand and tilt it back so you can easily see inside. Cock the bottom of the pitcher to the side so the steam tip is now halfway between the center of the milk and the wall of the pitcher, just like this. Now that we're in position, submerge the tip of the steam wand into the milk and we'll start steaming. Turn on the steam, then return your hand down to the side of the pitcher so you can feel its temperature. The steam will start pushing the milk in a vortex. Very slowly move the pitcher towards the ground until you start to hear a ch-ch-ch sound, just like that, which tells us the air is being folded into the milk. Now here's where we can make a few mistakes. If the tip is too far out of the milk, the sound will be loud and you'll create large, messy bubbles. Alternatively, if the tip is too deep, it won't fold air into the milk at all, causing your milk to scream and leaving you with hot milk without any texture. Ideally, you should aerate the milk gently until you've increased the volume of the milk to the desired amount for the drink you're preparing. With the volume of the milk increased sufficiently, we're going to submerge the wand tip ever so slightly so it stops creating foam and is now incorporating that foam into the rest of the liquid milk. Hold your position here until the side of the pitcher is too hot to touch, then cut off the steam. If you're using a thermometer, we're shooting for a temperature between 135 and 155 degrees Fahrenheit. Don't forget to wipe and purge the steam wand after you're finished. Now, before you add the milk to the espresso, we're going to groom or polish it. Give the pitcher a tap on the counter to remove any small bubbles, then generously swirl the milk around until it has a nice, glossy texture, like wet paint. When you try this on your own, remember this: foam first. Aerate or stretch the milk to create that foam as gently as you can, and before the milk reaches 100 degrees, or about hand temperature. Aerating above 100 degrees will create a less desirable texture. Incorporate next. Once you've added however much foam you need, submerge the tip and let that spiraling vortex incorporate and mix that foam into the rest of the milk. And finally, Temperature. You'll want to turn off the steam wand when the milk reaches between 135 and 155 degrees Fahrenheit for optimum sweetness. Heating above 155 will cause your milk to start burning, resulting in bitter, sulfury, or eggy notes. Follow these steps and you'll keep your milk fit.